Testing, check. Check.
Don't, no. No, Miss Hedwig will kill us. Don't do it. Idiot.
Can you please roll that CD, please?
Oh, Monday through Thursday, Yitzhak. No, there's really no need, there's none whatsoever. Well, I'm thrilled you could join me for this special opening night performance here at the beautiful Hotel Riverview. Yes, the Hotel Riverview. Here you can really view the river. You know, this grand ballroom has a celebrated history as a place of sanctuary, of succor, if you will, having once sheltered the surviving crew of the Titanic. It's true. Perhaps they can hear me now. You brave, unfortunate souls, blasted by man's hubris and washed up on cruel shores. I am simply blasted and washed up. Salute you. Well, welcome to the fabulous first night of my unlimited New York ride.
Hedwig! We're in Scottsdale. Arizona.
My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I am so embarrassed. Too many miles on the road and too many booze-filled nights. I can see you understand what I'm talking about. Well, welcome to the fabulous first night of my unlimited Arizona run. Scottsdale. My God, where's my career gone? But you know, when it comes to huge openings, a lot of people think of me. I see what you're like tonight. Many more of you, though, have only recently become aware of me. It took a tragedy to make you finally pay attention. But now you're intrigued. You're intrigued even more so. Who is this Hedwig? Why have we never heard of her before, Bob? That's a question I've been asking myself for years. Minus the Bob, of course. How did some slip of a girly boy from communist East Berlin become the internationally ignored song stylist barely standing before you? Well, that's what I want to talk about tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to talk about scandal. I don't want to talk about calamity. I am not here to talk about my relationship to a certain well-known rock icon, Tommy Gnosis. Even now, at this very moment, he's probably talking about me. By some freak of a coincidence, he's previewing his tour of atonement at the Scottsdale Stadium up the street. Hello, Arizona! Listen, there's someone I want to thank for the way they've handled this tragedy with incredible loyalty in the face of a lot of lies. And that someone is you, my fans. And together, no one's gonna tear us down. 1, 2, 3 enemies and adversaries. I wrote every song on that album. And by the way, the tabloids got it right. He was driving, he was on blow, he was being blown by yours truly, and he did hit that school bus full of deaf children, one survived, now blind. Jesus Christ! But I taught him everything he knows, and has apparently forgotten about rock and roll, and he barely mentions my name on that giant sucking sound that Larry King calls a show, which I'm sure you saw, because if you hadn't, I'd be singing to the ushers, and if I was lucky, my agent Phyllis Stein, did you make it this time, Phyllis, did you? Oh, she is there. Hi, Phyllis. Sorry, I'm wide open tonight. You see, the road is my home. And my home, the road. And when I think about all the people I have come upon in my travels, I have to think about the people who have come upon me. The geography of human contact, the triangulation of a pair of eyes on my face, the latitude and longitude of a hand on my nobody. These are the only clues that I have to my place in the world, to who I am. Who is Mystery Woman? I laugh, because I will cry if I don't. Laughing and crying. I don't even know sometimes. You know, recently I found my first diary, age 2 through 6. It was fully illustrated. And I realized that so many people have touched me on the way to the stage tonight. How can I say who touched me the most? My father, the American GI who left when I was barely old enough to speak my first words, "Daddy, when I grow up, I'll kill you." Or could it have been my East German mother? No, when she touched me, it was usually by accident, reaching for the beans at the table or something. "Excuse me, I'm sorry, did I touch you? I'm sorry." Or could it have been the army chaplain who befriended me after Daddy left, and then molested me, and then was mysteriously transferred, probably to Arizona? When I was barely old enough to speak my second first words, "Forgive me, Father, but when I grow up, I'll kill you." Excuse me, I'm sorry. Did I touch you? I'm sorry. But one day, Mother and I were watching Jesus Christ Superstar on American Forces television. I turned to Mother. "Jesus said the darndest things." She slapped me. "Don't you ever mention that name to me again." "Oh, but he died for our sins." "So did Hitler." Absolute power corrupts. Oh, absolutely, Mother. Better to be powerless, my son. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, she got her wish that year. When the wall went up, many people fled to the west, to freedom. Mother threw me into a wheelbarrow and headed east. The communists gave her a job teaching sculpture to limbless children. Communism, God rest its soul. But most of my time was spent listening to American Forces radio. Our apartment was so small that Mother made me play it in the oven. Late at night, I would rest my head in the top rack and listen to the great American masters, Tony Tennille, Debbie Boone, Anne Murray, who was actually a Canadian working in the American idiom. And then there were the crypto homo rockers, Lou Reed, Iggy Pop, David Bowie, who was actually an idiom working in American Canada. But you know, these artists, they left as deep an impression on me as that oven rack did on my face. To be a young American in Muskrat, love, soft as an easy chair, not even the chair I am, I said, have I never been mellow? Have I never tried? And the colored girls sing. I sing along. But never with the melody. Well, how could I do it better than Tony or Debbie? Once I couldn't resist. It can't be wrong when it feels so. Mother took a tomato and threw it at my head. But you know, I was really quite content to sing gentle backup harmonies in my oven while Mother sculpted in the shower. When the hour grew late and it was time for bed, she'd shout from the bathroom, "Well, that's me!" And I would reply from the kitchen, "Well, I guess that's me too." And then we would wash our feet and brush our teeth and lay down on the narrow pallet we had shared since Daddy had left. Like two pieces of a puzzle that don't quite fit, but are jammed together and left on a table by some dangerous shut-in with too much time on his hands. sorry, I'm completely dilated right now. I love you too. I love you too. And I'm gonna sing about love right now, so just be quiet. I'd like to share a bedtime story with you that Mother once whispered in the dark, and then later retracted. Whatever allowed her to reveal such a story to such a little boy, I'll never know. But I remember it like it happened yesterday, when the earth was still flat, and the clouds made of fire, and the mountains stretched up to the sky, sometimes higher. Folks roamed the earth like big rolling caves. They had two sets of arms, they had two sets of legs, they had two faces peering out of one giant head, so they could watch all around them as they talked while they read, and they never knew nothing of love. It was before the origin of love. Quite scared of our strength and defiance, and force said, I'm gonna kill them all with my hammer, like I killed the giants. Oh, but Zeus said, no, you're better than me. Use my lightning like scissors, like a good legs off the wings, and dinosaurs into lizards. Then he grabbed up some boats, he let out a laugh, said I'll split them right down the middle, but I caught them right up in half. And the storm got above, the big balls of never finished her story. She began to snore. I had to go somewhere I could think. I crept into the kitchen and put my head in the oven. It is clear that I must find my other half. But is it he or is she? Is it Daddy? But Daddy went away. Oh, Mother? Oh, I was suddenly afraid to go back to bed. What does this person look like? Identical to me or somehow complementary? Does my other half have what I don't? Did he get the looks? Or the luck? Or the love? Were we really separated forcibly, or did he just run off with the good stuff? Or did I? And will this person embarrass me? And what about sex? Huh? Sex? It's like that sometimes. But is that how we put ourselves back together? Is that what Daddy was trying to? And can two people actually become one again? And if we're driving on the Autobahn when it happens, can we still use the diamond lane? So many questions. So many practical questions to wholeness, to completion. Think of it and give me a break. I thought of it, I thought of the power. The gods were terrified. That's the magnifying sight. Very funny, Yitzhak. Very passive-aggressive. Look, Yitzhak, immigration. It's not so funny now, is it? Now, if you behave yourself, I might let you shave my back later. Give me that. That'll be all. Is my hair okay? Come on, ladies and gentlemen, my hair okay? Thank you. I was a little worried. You know, I usually have it done in New York City at a little place called Curl Up and Die. So no trouble in the West Wing? Actually, these are my lungs, my Aquanet lungs. They're kicking on the high notes. My goodness, you're so easy tonight. You know, just the other day, I was telling Yitzhak how nervous I was about tonight. I mean, would I still be able to fit into this old Sergio Valente? Well, I had no time to diet, so I had my heart removed, and suddenly I was a perfect size 6. I'm sorry you had to see that, ladies and gentlemen. You know, when I met him, he said he wanted to be a model. A foot model, maybe. But enough about him. Let's get back to this.
Bitch!
Did somebody call my name up? I thought I had my name.
Bitch!
I realized there was only one person who had ever really been there for me in my life. And that person was me. The accident was a cry for help. I was yelling, help, to me. But what about me? Without me, he never would have swerved into that oncoming short bus and gotten all the attention. Let me just take a second here. Against the advice of my lawyers. I have lawyers. Jacoby Myers and Lee Bailey, but I have lawyers. I had just wrapped up a late-night engagement in the meatpacking district. I'm talking the newly renovated meatpacking district. You've heard of Soho? NoHo? Well, this was Meepaw. So I was standing there on 14th Street, the very boulevard of Meepaw, when a limo pulled up. Well, I stepped into it naturally, mistaking it for my own. I can smell your thoughts from here. They stink. Take a thought shower. Waste my wattage. Sorry. So, the limo. In the limo sat Tommy Gnosis. We were both astonished. We did that sort of astonished sound that people make, and actually there was a lot of that sound going on in Meepa that night, but it had been years. So we dropped off the driver, and we drove up and down the island, doing drugs and catching up. We talked about the disappointing sales of his second album, the one he wrote without me. And he spoke of his loneliness. I reminded him of happier days. I just couldn't keep my mouth shut, so you know the rest. So you can see, when the story broke, Tommy's people offered me a small fortune to keep all this to myself, as if I would accept their filthy lucre, as if selling the story of someone else's pain was my only means of support, as if I hadn't already launched my new fragrance, Atrocity. It's my Hedwig. It's a fragrance for a man, or a woman, or a freak. Okay. I digress. So one day, in the late mid-80s, I was in my early late 20s. I had just been dismissed from university after delivering a brilliant lecture on the aggressive influence of German philosophy on rock and roll, entitled, "You Can't Always Get What You Want." At 26, my academic career was over. I had never kissed a boy, and I was still sleeping with Mom. The search for my other half on that side of the wall had proven futile. Might he be found on the other? How to get over? People died trying. Such were the thoughts flooding my tiny head on the day I was sunning myself in an old bomb crater I had discovered near the wall. I am naked, face down on a piece of broken church, inhaling a fragrant westerly breeze. The new McDonald's had just opened on the other side. My God, I deserve a break today. All I ever get is the unhappy meal. The sun is hot. I feel a sudden chill. I look over my shoulder. A head-shaped shadow is resting on the pillow of my ass. Girl, I sure don't mean to annoy you, but my name is Corporal Luther Robinson. I turn my body to face him. My name's Hansel. Luther is silent as he stares at my little bishop in a turtleneck. Hansel, well, you must like candy. I like gummy bears. Out of his pocket comes a strange packet that says, "Gummy bears, gummy bears." I select a single clear bear. It is the biggest one I've ever seen. Oh, the taste is completely different from a gummy bear. It's somehow familiar. It's much sweeter than a gummy bear and softer too. Its little gummy body stretches on the rack of my molars. Wow, I feel so optimistic. What is that flavor? He pours me a handful, his eyes heavy with an unfamiliar desire. Could it be the desire to please me? I suddenly recognize the flavor in my mouth. It's a taste of power. Not bad. Damn, Hansel. I can't believe you're not a girl. You're so fine. Why don't you take the whole bag? He searches my face for news of his fate. His expression is echoed in scores of tiny faces pressing up against clear plastic, panting faces of every imaginable color and creed and non-Aryan origin, fogging up the bag like the windows of a Polish bathhouse. It's only a shower, absolute power. I push Luther away and stumble naked through the ruins back towards blander, less complicated confections, leaving in my wake a trail of rainbow carnage. But the next day, Hansel follows the trail back. And lying on my slab are 3 Milky Ways, a roll of Necco wafers, some pop rocks, and a giant-sized sugar daddy named Luther. Oh, something's come over me. Got a sweet tooth, a liquor shops and chili rolls. Hey, sugar daddy, Hansel needs some sugar in his bowl. I lay out my china on the linen and polish up the chrome. If you've got some sugar for me, sugar daddy, bring it home. Blackstrap molasses, Yama orange blossom honey beer. Where? Over there, honey. Give me Versace blue jeans and black designer underwear. Let's dress up like a disco dancing gentleman if you let it go. If you got some sugar for me, sugar daddy, bring it home. For the thrill of control, like the rush of rock and roll. It's the sweetest taste I know. Oh yeah, if you got some sugar, bring it home. Oh la la la. Looks like we got some sugar daddies in the house tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Honey, you could give me a cavity. Oh baby, baby, you can fill that cavity. Oh, everything you bring me got me dripping like a honeycomb. Ladies and gentlemen, to car wash. It's the sweetest taste I know. Oh yeah, if you got some sugar, bring it home. Come on, sugar daddy, bring it home. Whiskey and cigarettes, more life, that's the kid, more to get. It's not an apple, I'll tell you no. Such a party, every animal naked fish, and the living bloody
Cross my I was thinking you look so fun. Fella dressed with heels and Vermont style.
Oh, Luther, darling, heaven knows I've never put on women's clothes, except for once my mother's pantyhose. What do you think of me, a woman? Can't you love me? You buy me the dress, I'll be more woman than a man like you can stand. Be a Venus in the chocolate lamp, chill right, don't see much mellow. If you got some sugar for me, sugar daddy, bring it home. It's like tradition. Zima. No one else will. So it wasn't a traditional wedding. For example, when Luther popped the question, I believe I was on my knees. But I figure, well, he's gonna pop the question, I might as well invite him home for dinner. Is it hot in here to you? I'm feeling a little hot. Me! The real me! The me I used to be! So after dessert, Luther produces a ring, an application for American citizenship, and a wig. He loves me, Mother. He wants to marry me and get me the hell out of here. I put the wig on my head. It's a hideous beige shag job. Mother, is this just so crazy it might work? After what seemed like a lifetime, probably hers. She reaches out her hand to straighten the wig. Get me my passport and my camera hansel. I might know of a certain party. Yeah, the party she'd be having after I left. It's a simple cut and paste job. We change the photo, and you can use my name, Hedwig Schmidt. Not so simple, ladies. Baby, you know I love you. I'm always thinking of you. But I gotta marry you here in East Berlin, and that means a full physical examination. Well, Luther tells me right away that baby, to walk away, you gotta leave something behind. Am I right, Mrs. Schmidt? But I always thought so, Luther. Hansel, to be free, one must give up a little part of oneself. And I know just the doctor to take it. Don't know!
November 9, 1988, a tiny registrar's office with a breathtaking view over the wall. Herr Hansel Schmidt becomes Mrs. Hedwig Robinson.
Tomorrow I'm leaving on a jet plane, and by the time I get to Phoenix, love will keep us together. Cause I'm just an embryo with a long, long way to go, and I know too much to go back and pretend.
November 9th, 1989, Junction City, Kansas.
I sit in my mobile home, and on bootleg cable, I watch the wall come down. I am divorced. I am penniless. I am a woman. I cry because I will laugh if I don't. Suddenly, I miss Mother. I consider calling Berlin, but remember with envy her recent escape to sunny Yugoslavia. Maybe Luther would be home. No, he was never the one. It was never the missing half. I catch myself in a mirror, and for the first time see clearly the horror hunkering on my head. It's the same carpet remnant that Luther presented to me a year ago to disguise my receding. I tear the wig from my scalp and hurl it across the room in a pile of unopened anniversary presents. And there it lies, fading shock. My personal hair system. My personal hell. My Hedwig. On nights like this, when the world's amiss, and the lights go down across the tree. hard to get good help these days. My goodness, we are so rock and roll tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're gonna have a single. Okay. This is actually, watch this. This is off-Broadway, ladies and gentlemen, that's all you get. That was a rock and roll gesture. Actually, it was a heavy metal gesture. You want to see a punk rock gesture? Yeah? It's the direction of the aggression that defines it. How about this band? On bass, Jacek. On drums, Slavko. On guitar, Christoph. Okay, which one is my microphone? This one. And my trusted musical director, Skizip! So very talented and so very lucky to be here, right boys? That's right boys. Let's not forget who has your passport. I want to put this on, I want to show you all something. Oh. What the hell is going on? Zach. There. Watch the wig. Do you like the pelt? Some bitch stopped me on the way and you know who you are. You know who you are. She said, what poor unfortunate creature had to die for you to wear that? My Aunt Trudy, I replied, and I just walked away. Oh, I almost forgot. Have I introduced my husband yet, Zach? We met during my great Croatian tour of the early mid-90s. He was most famous drag queen in Zagrebland, Greater Zagreb, what's it called?
Metropolitan Zagrabia.
Metropolitan Zagrabia. When my agent Philistine thought that he would make a wonderful opening act, billed as the last Jewess in the Balkans. He lip-synced something from Yentl? Yentl. Under the name of Crystal Nacht. Did I say something wrong? Well, he was good. He was good. He was almost too good. His applause drowned out my introduction. Of course, I refused to go on, but on the way out, he begged me to take him with me. Well, my face might have been my mother's, it was so still. I said, Crystal, to walk away, you've got to leave something behind. I'll marry you on the condition that a wig never touches your head again. And he agreed, and we've been inseparable ever since, and we will continue to be, right, Yitzhak? Look, Yitzhak, immigration's still here. Oh, look, Barbara Streisand's over there. You're no fun. Go back to your hole. What, are you desperate? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're becoming a fan of Hedwig. She is. Because I find that I am certainly becoming a...
Go to Tommy.
Fine. Fine, I will. Maybe, finally, Tommy is going to get around to me. from this milkless tit you suck the very business we call show. Okay. You want to know about Tommynosis? I'll tell you about Tommynosis. Leute, wir improvisieren jetzt. Bleibt dran. Get this dead thing off of me. Sorry about this, I tried to put it on. Wig cancer is real. Check for lumps. So, after my divorce, I scraped by on babysitting gigs and odd jobs. Mostly the jobs we call blow. I had lost my job at the base PX and I had lost my gag reflex. You do the math. Scan that couplet. You put a wig on your head, then you can judge me. Oh, I'm sorry, sister. I see you're wearing some sort of appliance. Wig power. So, I sat for the baby of General Speck. General Speck was the commander at the nearby army fortress. His older son was the artist formerly known as my butt boy. I'm talking Tommy Speck at the time. Tommy Speck was a four-eyed, pockmarked, Dungeons and Dragons obsessed Jesus freak with a fish on his truck, and I found him incredibly hot. Perhaps it was his disdain for authority, his struggle with organized religion. But one day, I walked in on him punishing the bishop. That was the metaphor from earlier. But he was in the bathtub with the door wide open, clearly waiting for me. So I reached down and finished his grace off. It's the end of the metaphor. And I dropped a flyer on the bath mat. By the way, Tommy, I'm performing a short set tonight at Dr. Espresso's Seattle-style coffee enema bar. Maybe I'll see you there. Well, I had just recently returned to my first love of music. I tried singing once back in Berlin. They threw tomatoes. After the show, I had a nice salad. But newly motivated, I found myself a cheap electric piano. That song was built in, it was that cheap. And I found a couple of Korean sergeants' wives who churned out a mean rhythm section. You gotta take what you can get sometimes. But you know, we became quite a draw singing the hits of the day under the name The Angry Inch. That night, the audience was small, but hostile. Thank you, both of you. That song was by Kurt Cobain. That kid's got a future, huh? How about Quang Yi on guitar? Give it up for Quang Yi. Give it up, Quang. Give it up, give it up. Oh, look, ladies and gentlemen. We have a celebrity in the house tonight. Little... I can't believe you just looked. This is all improvisation, remember? This is not television. TV watches. I guess I am a TV, sort of. the general son. Oh look, he's embarrassed. Well, I'm a little nervous myself. You know, this is the first song I've ever written. And it was written for a guy to sing. We're talking to Phil Collins's people. But then again, aren't we all? You know the sun is in your eyes, and hurricanes and rains and black and cloudy skies. You're running up and down that hill, you turn it on and off that hill. There's nothing here to thrill or bring you down. And if you've got no other choice, you know you can follow my voice through the dark turns and noise of this wicked little town. Oh, Lady Luck has led you here. And they're so twisted up, they'll twist you up by fear. The fire's hateful and devout. You're turning tricks till you're turned out. The wind's so cold it bends, you're bleeding out and blowing round. And if you've got no other choice, you know you can follow my voice through the dark turns and noise of this wicked little town. The fates are vicious and they're cruel. You learn too late, you've used two wishes like a fool. And then you're someone you are not, and Junction City ain't the spot. Remember Mrs. Lot, and when she turned around. And if you've got no other choice, you know you can follow my voice through the dark turns and noise of this wicked little town. Ladies and gentlemen, Shroud of Hedwig. I'm scaring myself. But is it art? Who wants it? I mean, he's got the little Hedwig thing. Thank you, Jim. Let's sell it. Maybe buy a pack of cigarettes. So the next day, I was putting the little speck baby to bed, and Tommy suddenly appears with a very expensive looking electric guitar. You show that song? My dad gave me this guitar to apologize for being such a pathetic little dictator. You want to go up to my room? We went up to the attic. He sang me songs, classics, I was informed. But the bands were new to me. Boston, Kansas, America, Europe, Asia. I put my hand on the strings. Honey, travel exhausts me. Where are you from, Hedwig? Well, I told him my story. His face might have been a Yes album cover, it was so still. Have you accepted Jesus Christ, the Son of God, as your personal Savior? I told him I was aware of our Lord and loved his work. No, you know what he saved us from was his fucking father. I mean, what kind of God creates Adam in his image and then pulls Eve out of him to keep him company? And then tells them not to eat from the tree of knowledge. I mean, he was so micromanaging and uptight. And so was Adam, because he was, in his image, he was kind of like a fax of him. But Eve just wanted to know shit. So she took a bite of the apple and she found out what was good and what was evil. And then she gave it to Adam so he would know. Because they were in love. And that was good. Say now, you. Hedwig, will you give me the apple? The words spilling from those lips. His eyes. His irises were clear cylinders of surprising depth and emptiness. With only a few puddles of bluish paint sloshed around inside, the same blue as my eyes. At the time, Tommy's performance options were limited to the occasional guitar mass. So I initiated a 6-month curriculum of rock history, lyrics, grooming, and vocal training, my patented oven technique. For his anniversary present, I gave him his name, Tommy Gnosis, the Greek word for knowledge. But we collaborated, songs exploded out of us. He started singing backup for me at Dr. Espresso's. Teenage girls started showing up.
Tommy, where's the call?
So I added a few duets, standing room only. And then the Sizzler called. Had the Sizzler ever called anyone before? God knows I have called the Sizzler. Okay, what the fuck was that? What's a Sizzler? I'm from Scottsdale and I don't know what Sizzler is. Scottsdale and I shop at the Fashion Square. There's no Sizzler there. And I wouldn't be caught dead driving my SUV at Mesa to go to the Sizzler. As if you went from Nebraska and you can't help me with the Sizzler. I am sorry for you because the Sizzler has a wonderful salad bar. You know, we are literally surrounded by Sizzlers in the Southwest and I wish we could just admit that. Sorry. So in 3 months, Tommy and I were out grossing monster trucks in Wichita. With that kind of money coming in, I was able to give up all my jobs and devote myself entirely to our career. We were very happy. Then one day, I'm curled up in my trailer, enjoying my usual late afternoon constitutional of grain alcohol and Brita. I like to be good to myself. Suddenly, Tommy is at the door in tears. Honey, what is it? My dad, my mom, my fucking parents. Honey, that's a lot of people. But I hold him, as I have never been held. And as usual, he squirms and slides behind and clutches my spine to his chest. I'm suddenly very much aware that we have never kissed in all the months we've been together. In fact, he has maintained a near-perfect ignorance of the front of me. Perhaps because of his preference for over-the-shoulder love. Honey, why don't you work on that new song while I finish plucking your eyebrows? Look what you've done. God damn it. Another song blows in from the trailer next door. Oh my God, that song has been on a loop for 3 days. Tommy looks up at me through new lenses, one pink and one blue. What do you think, Hedwig? Does love last forever? No, but this song does. Do not mock a multi-platinum single unless you got one. I wish I could hit those notes. But move your lips and I'll sing them for you, honey. From some shadowy corner of the stage like Mick Jagger's backup singer. We laugh at the professional reference, and I return to his brows. Seriously, Tom, I believe love is immortal. Look what you've done. Gosh, shit. Well, how is it immortal? I don't know. Perhaps because love creates something that wasn't there before. What? What, like procreation? Yes, but not only. Whoa, what? What, like recreation? He grabs my ass and he laughs, but I don't. Sometimes, Tommy, just creation. Don't move. I paint a bold silver cross on his forehead. Look what you've done. Tommy slowly rises and draws the curtains that are attached to both the top and the bottom. He reaches out his hand. I take it. I notice how well his Harlem Spice nail color complements my own dusty menses. He twirls me into his arms and rubs his pelvis into the small of my back. Look what you've done. You've made me whole. Before I met you, I was a song. Now I'm the video. Honey, look what I've done. I've made you whole. You know that you were just a ham. Then came me the dull pineapple rings. But he laughs. But I am filled with an ancient clarity. He's the one. No blood in my eyes. No blood on his face. He's the one. You know the one who was taken? Or the one who left? The twin born by fission? He'll die in fusion. Our fusion. Cold fusion. Unlimited power. Unlimited knowledge. Oh my God, the secrets he must hold. The memories that we shared but are now forgotten. The words to complete the sentence I began. My eyes filled with muddy Maybelline tears. Oh, Hedwig. God, you know, when Eve was still inside Adam, they were in paradise. But when she was separated from him, that's when paradise was lost. So when she enters him again, paradise will be regained. That's right, honey. However you want it. But just please kiss me while we do it. I wrenched my body around to face him and thrust his hands between my... What the fuck was that? That's what I have to work with, honey. Oh, my mom is probably wondering where. Sissy, girly, nasty, lispy boy, what are you afraid of? I love you, Hedwig. Love in front of me. Love in front of me! He runs out the back door.
Look what you've done.
So, it's nice over here. Out of the spotlight. Just you and me, singing back up in our oven. A couple of survivors. The German and the Jew. Oh, come on, honey. Think of the symmetry. Think of the power. Think of the publicity. Oh, come on, the gods would be terrified. I was born on the other side of a town ripped in two. And no matter how hard I've tried, I end up black and blue. I rose from more far the doctor's lab. I lost a piece of my heart. Now everyone gets to take a stab. They cut me up into parts. I gave a piece to my mother. I gave a piece to my man. I gave a piece to the rock star. He took the good stuff and ran.
You
a dream or a song hit you so hard, filling you up, and suddenly gone. Breathe, feel, love, give, free. Know in your soul, like your blood knows the way, from your heart to your brain, knows it's your home. And you're shining like the brightest stars, a transmission on the midnight radio. And you're spinning like the 45 ballerina. Listen to your rock and roll. Shining like the brightest stars, a transmission on the midnight radio. And you're spinning your new 45, all the misfits and the losers.